We're here.
Oh my gosh. Oh, here we are. Hey.
We are here and we are live.
Welcome to Beer Friday Live.
Beer Friday Live, which is terrifying. We actually have a nice crowd here to watch Beer Friday Live, which is cool.
We do.
We are streaming this live on YouTube, which is exciting. And sorry I keep looking over here. I'm also kind of running the board because Joey
You're
is
the board
off
runner.
gallivanting.
Yeah.
What a great producer.
I love it. So let's give a shout out to our sponsors.
Oh, yeah.
And then, so Secure Store 50.
Can Construction.
Furniture Warehouse.
Anderson Liquor.
Newton Eagles.
Pancrats and Hodge.
And Charleston Insurance.
Yeah, I hope they like the little intro too.
I do too. Yeah.
You did a really good job on that.
Thank you. Well, you helped clean that up.
Yeah. So we're doing this.
All right. And if you have questions or want to, send us stuff, we have an email.
Can post in the YouTube. Someone says it looks great. So
okay, cool.
That's cool.
All right.
Anywho,
I gotta send our email out, man. Beer Friday at HarveyCounty.com.
Oh yeah, we have our own beer or email too.
Yeah,
we're really moving up in the world.
We are, and if the audience could just give us a whoop whoop. That's awesome.
Okay, so anyway, how are you doing today, Bruce?
I'm good. Let's talk about the beers you're drinking, and then we'll get into it.
Drinking Lagunitas Maximus. It's like a little dog that they made look like Caesar.
That's pretty cool. What's the ABV on this baby?
9. So it's got some violence to it.
We can only have one of these.
Okay.
And then we have to mellow out.
The normal beers.
So
it's hoppy.
It is. It's hoppy.
I think I'd be good on one.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not a. It's not a good.
That's all a guy needs.
Yeah, it gets you there.
It gets you there.
So man, what's up? You're looking fly in your little beer shirt.
Yeah, I got this. I'm a
Chinese website.
I'm a Temu addict.
You're so fine. This is off the line at Walmart.
It looks great on you, though. I'll tell you what.
So
I wanted to say we want to put a banner back here behind us.
Yeah, I think that would be cool.
I do too.
We've tried to design it ourselves, and we both haven't.
Email us a cool banner design.
So yeah, if you email us a banner design, they're like those like 6-foot deals.
Yeah,
we'll give you a case of beer.
Case of beer for the winner.
Yeah, you can come on if you want.
Yeah,
we'll give you a case of beer.
Oh yeah, we'll put you on, get you a case of beer.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I got a couple things I want to talk to you about. All right, I have 2 Chicago stories, and then I have a legit marketing idea.
Okay.
All right, now the first one, don't get shook up about this, but in Chicago, I got pickpocketed. For the first time in my life.
Pickpocketed?
I'm serious.
No. You probably just lost your wallet.
I knew you were going to say that. No, I was in Starbucks, ordered, walking out with 2 coffees, and this old dude and those doors that go around, revolving doors.
So there's a revolving door in Starbucks now?
Yeah, in Chicago.
Okay.
I don't know. You want to call the owners?
Okay. So they got a revolving door. You're in a revolving door.
And an old dude's in front of me, and he keeps jacking around like he's got a hurt leg, and he's jacking with it. I'm like, what the hell? And
so you just pushed the door to knock the old guy over?
Well, I was trying to, and then he got out, and he was like acting like he was picking stuff up, and I kind of bumped him, and I went and sat down. I was like, he got me, Lori. I was more impressed than scared.
But if he's bending over grabbing stuff and you bumped him, how did he grab stuff?
It's magic. They're magic. He could have been on Penn and Teller.
So here's the deal.
Quit trying to.
I'm a journalist.
You're debunking my experience.
Are you sure you just did? So it was your whole wallet?
Yeah, it was my whole wallet. Now I was smart enough. I only had a little bit of money.
Did you have your driver's license?
Yeah, which I got a new one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and that was really it. I left all my cards at the house because they take Apple Pay at the thing.
So did you pay for your stuff at Starbucks? You did it by Apple Pay.
Yeah.
So are you sure you didn't just lose your wallet?
No, because I had it in there. I asked the people at Starbucks because I went in. They're like, people get pickpocketed all the time.
Wild. And
I wasn't mad. I was actually impressed with the dude.
Yeah.
The little amount of money in my wallet, I would have put it in a hat if he was doing magic tricks on the street.
That's cool. That's a really nice attitude. Now you got to be like one of those biker guys that gets a chain. So you can be super cool.
But I have another story.
Okay.
That you're really going to dig.
All right.
So we're in Millennial Park there, having a couple beers, and I look and I see a guy, right?
You see a guy.
And I just knew. I just knew. I could just tell. And I looked down and I was like, yep, this is it. So I nudged Lori. I'm like, what's this shit? I walked up to him and said, hey, you're from Kansas, aren't you? And he goes, whoa, wait, how'd you know? I said, you look like one of us, man. I'm from over in Newton, by which, oh, hell, I'm from DeSoto. Oh, that's where the Strampies are from. Yeah, got in a big deal.
So how did you know he was from Kansas?
He looked the part. You would have saw him at the Endale Co-op, or I would have saw him at the bar or the coffee shop.
I wish we could see what this guy looked like. He's probably got like a KU Jayhawk shirt on.
No, he didn't. No, he
like
did not. He looked like an
sunflower.
old shit.
So you just saw a random farmer dude,
yeah,
and you're like, yeah, you're from Kansas.
I could tell.
Why? How'd you know he wasn't from like Nebraska?
I could tell. My spidey senses were high that day, Adam Strunk.
Were they high? How high? How high were they in Illinois?
They were.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, those are both really cool stories.
That was kind of the highlight that I actually picked that dude out.
That sounds cool. Anything else going on?
Yeah. I want to tell you.
Yeah.
Being in Chicago, I came up with a great marketing idea for Beer Friday.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm walking to the coffee shop and I walk by this kind of beat up old sign, weathered, but they're open. It says computerized tax services. Not tax services.
Computerized.
Not pen and paper, computerized.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
This sparks my thought to one of my favorite movies of all time, Defending Your Life. Albert Brooks. They have to kind of get through some hoops to get, in the afterlife.
This is a deep cut. I have no idea.
No. Hang with me. And the guy's like, hey, I was the greatest ad man ever. Drive down the strip. You used to see just nude. All nude. That was me. All nude. I invented that. I created. So here's my thing for Beer Friday.
Computerized.
Computerized all nude Beer Friday.
I don't know about all nude. I don't think anyone would turn into that. I mean, I can unbutton another button if you want, but that's about as far as I'm going to go. But
hottest dumpster fire in Harvey County.
Yeah.
Not just Harvey County's the hottest.
Watch us get a really weird niche following.
Yeah, no, we will. Nudists that use computers.
Anywho, yikes. Yeah, I don't have any good rants to go on. No, it's been kind of chill. I've been having good. Oh, I do have a rant.
Yes, rant with me.
So Bill's been talking about having trouble running the route over in Halstead.
Wild
You know
Bill.
what I'm going to talk.
Yeah,
Wild Bill's running into some issues. Also, So I ran a route. Bill wasn't able to, and so I ran a route for Bill. And I went out to Halstead and Sedgwick because I wanted to see what these issues were.
Right, yeah.
So our papers used to sit outside the counter at both jump starts in Sedgwick and Halstead.
Right, yeah.
Our papers are now behind the counter.
What?
And so I wanted to figure out why our papers were behind the counter.
What to heck?
Two different issues arose. In Sedgwick, they said that they have too many paper thefts. People are stealing the papers too often.
Sons of bitches.
So, can you say we're live? Is YouTube gonna hide us or something?
No, you can say that.
So
there are words we cannot say. That
so
we can.
Anywho, I guess the old guys would come in and they would give one copy to him, and then a dude would walk out, and then they'd put another copy out, and the dude would walk out. So they were just stealing piles of papers.
Come on, man.
Yeah, those are your people. They feel okay stealing news.
I'm gonna have a talk with them.
Yeah, go down in your regular Sedgwick meeting and be like, hey fellas, this ain't cool.
You gotta start paying for these
You gotta
things.
pay for this. You wouldn't take a candy bar.
No, they wouldn't either.
No, that's the whole thing. You wouldn't take a candy bar.
No.
Okay, so that was that. So I was like, okay, we came to a nice consensus over with Kim, I believe.
Yeah,
we're going
right.
to put out a little sign that says they're behind the counter. We don't want them getting stolen from them either, and then we're going to figure
That's
it out.
nice.
Okay, so
good.
I'm feeling good.
Good.
Moving up the road.
Solving,
moving up the road to old Halstead.
Uh-oh.
And we used to have them on the counter in Halstead.
Yeah.
So I talked to the manager over there why they were behind. I guess she was like, I'm just tired of these crowds. I'm tired of these crowds. And this sounds like I'm making this up. I'm tired of these crowds coming in here and piling in my store and reading my papers and not buying anything. So apparently people, I'm guessing it's because of the best stuff, because we've been covering that. But apparently, people are just standing in little, I don't know how true that is.
Papers here.
Anyway, I got her talked into putting it out there this week, but she warned me if they're going to do this again, if you boys don't watch your behavior, it's going to go back behind the counter.
Halstead, one at a time. Let's be courteous. Just come in one at a time. Buy paper.
Just buy the paper, or if you're that damn poor, if you want the news and you can't afford to buy a $2 paper, they got it at the library. I know Halstead Library has a sub.
That is correct.
You guys
sir.
can all just sit in the library.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Go
just
to
give
the
the
library.
old Jumpstart people a break here.
Yeah.
So that's my rant.
Okay, that's
should
a
I
good
get into?
rant.
Yeah, I'll get into the old news here.
Get the news, man.
All right, so there's not a whole lot going on this weekend.
Yeah.
We got the Farm and Art Market here. The little tag is there's going to be candidates, various elected candidates.
Hey,
We got some rowdy people. Tamp it down there, Patrick.
take it easy, man.
We got some candidates out there. We got
Yeah.
Leroy, I think, is going to be there. Leroy Kane, and then Rachel McDaniel for school board. And shoot, there's a couple other people.
Where is this?
This is over on I think 6th Street. You know,
Okay.
like where the Farm and Art Market is.
yeah.
It's like the
They're doing a candidate thing.
Yeah, so there will be candidates there to chat with. I think 4 of
Okay.
them. So, I think someone else from your neck of the woods. Maybe it's a Stacey Rogers who's running for governor.
Okay. Yeah,
I think she lives
don't know.
out by Sedgwick.
Probably. I don't know.
I don't
I've been
know.
away a long time.
Okay, so that's going on. Not a whole lot else. We do have some news. The fair's coming up.
Fair.
31st is when all the 4-H stuff starts,
Yeah.
and then like the other stuff starts that weekend, kind of really kicks off the next week. But
Right.
yeah, so if you want to be hot and outside and check out some stuff,
Yeah.
there's the Old County
Are
Fair.
you entering anything this year in the
No,
Monte County Fair?
no, I'm not. Lindsay enters sometimes
Yeah.
on the baking stuff, but
I
no.
thought I had a sunflower, but they always go down. They always
Yeah,
just,
I know.
fall down.
No, I
Made
never
me
have entered
sad.
anything to the fair.
I haven't either.
No,
We're
yeah.
going to do that next year.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna get some calls about the dude who sells flags. Maybe he's finally gone. Every year, someone calls. There's like, "There's a guy selling Nazi flags," and I'm like, "Well, I can't
do you
really
want me to do?
call the fair board."
Yeah, call it fair board.
So yeah, we've got let's see here. Big thing coming up Monday is the Newton bond issue. They are going to
Ooh,
set the
yeah.
size of the bond issue. So what they think the community can afford.
The buzz on that.
Well,
anything?
the buzz is Fred recommended a $50 million bond. That would probably raise the mill about four mils. So, not like what we've had annual tax increases in years past from other
Right.
governments, but it's an increase. They're getting kind of end of life on like HVAC roofs, like because we've had 2 bonds fail. So they've been trying to take care of everything from the what the heck's it called, the Capital Improvement Fund.
Right, yes.
And that's been falling behind because they just don't have enough money to take care of all this stuff. So now they're going to run a bond to try to like fix up some roofs, fix up some HVAC, fix up the back end of the high school because that's kind of a mess if you've ever been back there in the science lab and stuff. They don't have it set, but that's kind of some of the stuff they're talking. So they're trying to decide, I guess, how big a bond they think the community will support. There's a $35 million option. That's a no-mill increase. There's a $50 million option, and then there's a higher 60, but the superintendent didn't recommend that.
Yeah.
The other deal is like it doesn't go as far as it used to because like back in the day, like in 2015, the state paid 51% matching on local bonds. We're down to 7%.
Oh,
so
hey-o.
yeah, we're on our own here. So there's that. That's a big deal. That meeting will be going on Monday. I had a chance to go out, spend a lot of time with Val at Newton Medical Center.
Right,
really
yeah.
great tour. A couple things.
Yes.
There's a news item, but then there's another news item I want to write about. How many lab tests do you think they do at Newton
I
Medical
bet it's.
Center?
I don't know.
Just guess. Throw out a number.
No, throw out a number. Lab test.
Anyone? 5,000. Okay. Anyone else?
1,000.
Lab tests. They've got a lot of people at that house full. Just like blood tests and stuff.
Whatever. Labs.
7,592.
3 million.
Bam! Holy
3
crap.
million. I got to go back through their like crazy automated room, and I remember being there for ribbon cutting, but it's all machines. And so like your blood comes in like a little chute or whatever, and then it just gets filtered in these machines that have like little conveyor belts, and then like due to whatever test you are, they just fly through all these other
Wow.
machines. It is amazing. It is really cool. So yeah.
That's crazy.
lot of crazy infrastructure
I thought they had like an
to
old
do
lady
blood.
looking through a microscope.
I
or
bet
something.
50 years ago they did. She was saying, if even without all this like automation, they would have to have like something the size of the footprint of the hospital to keep up with all this. So
3
yeah,
million.
it's a. I don't know what they do with the blood afterwards.
I don't know. That's not our business. Ours is not to wonder why. Go ahead, Adam. Keep going.
Okay, we gotta move. We're losing them. So anyway, I did talk to her about the impacts of the big beautiful bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to hit a lot of hospitals, a lot of rural hospitals, really hard because they're cutting Medicaid compensations down,
right.
and Medicaid compensations still don't even pay for what the treatment is. They're cutting those down further, which is going to be a big deal. They're making it harder for people to actually even qualify for Medicaid. So probably the takeaway is they think there's going to be less people with insurance, and they're going to be getting paid less for the people who do qualify.
Okay.
So they're prepping for that. Though Val feels very confident that they are in a good position to weather the storm. She feels like, Newton Medical Center has been saving for rainy days, and they're going to make it work.
They're going to make it work.
Anyway, I'll work on that article. That's the takeaway there.
Very good.
I have Sand Creek written on here, but it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense.
I don't know.
Sand Creek Trail.
Shoot, yes.
Yeah, city's going to get paid like $2.91 million from the state to complete the trail. That's pretty cool. They signed off on that. City's throwing in $750,000. But you're going to have from the old golf course all the way through North Newton, you're going to have one connected trail.
Wow, that's quite a deal.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Really?
They've been trying to get that done for a long time. Let's see here. Watch out for corn.
Watch the corn.
Rusty's got a story up. And
Okay.
We have a beautiful corn crop this year. We've had so much rain. Like the corn's like 9 feet tall. It's beautiful looking. And the issue with that is like a lot of times, like if people how they plant, sometimes that corn gets a little close to intersections. So if you're rolling around the county, be careful on those open intersections. Even if you're running and they have a stop sign at the other intersection,
just take it easy.
Just double check. We don't want to write about a traffic
don't.
fatality out there.
No.
It's hot, and we don't want to see anyone go.
No.
So that is that. And by the way, I didn't see you out there, but you were probably old manning it out and with your whiskey and underwear.
I was in my underwear drinking bourbon.
Yeah,
go
that's
ahead.
what you always do. So concert, that damn concert at Bethel was a big deal.
I guess that was a hell of a
Yeah,
deal.
it was the biggest concert
really.
I've ever seen in Newton.
That's fantastic.
I always try to estimate, and I get stuck estimating. I'm not a crowd counter. I try to count the rows, then try to count the rows back. I don't just like wing it.
Yeah.
But like when I estimate a crowd, like I'm like trying to come up with a number that I don't think who's there is going to be like, I don't think that's right.
You're right.
So like that's really the number I'm trying to land on is the closest to what looks right with my very poor counting.
Right.
So the estimates we were getting was 2,000 or just under 2,000. I think that was accurate. I think that there was probably close to 2,000 people there. It was a full-on, like the whole green was full. Great show. It was super, like, it was hot as heck, but there was a ton of shade. It was just a really fun event, and so, like, it's cool to see stuff like that be successful in the community. I was glad Eric came on last week. Fun times.
Yeah.
So, outside of that, we will get to the weather, and
get to the weather, Adam.
Check this out, people. Hold on. Well, anyway, we're still working out the kinks. I was real proud of that little graphic I could throw in there. Cool. But anyway, it's gonna be hot.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot.
That's the big takeaway. Breaking news: it's gonna be hot. So yeah, I need to make sure there's some audio under that. But we're just learning. We're learning. We're having a good time. So that's the weather. And with that, first disaster of the day.
Hey, that wasn't bad.
Let's move to the old break and let's see if I can actually hit the right button. And we're back. Switch didn't go as quick. Yeah, that switch didn't go as fast as we thought, but we got this. So,
all right.
And we got some sound on the set here.
Sound on the set.
Hey, we've got Mitch.
Yeah.
From the bowling alley.
From Eastgate Lanes,
From
right?
Eastgate Lanes. He decided to, why do we have antacid?
Well, it was been a nervous day.
Okay.
Would you maybe not?
Do you need some antacid?
Mitch,
I'm good.
You're running
Anyway,
Okay,
so
go
we've got
ahead.
Mitch from the bowling alley over here.
Yeah.
And we're really happy that Mitch was willing to come chat with
I
us
think this is cool.
about life over there. We thought Mitch would be a good person on our first live one. Because
Yeah.
you're a pretty
Thanks for
solid,
inviting me.
controlled guy. So how's life been at the bowling alley?
Busy. We're excited for summer to be over. We get into fall league where we can actually make money instead of float.
Yeah. So you're busy on leagues though, right? Like during the year.
Oh yeah, in the fall for sure. We run 8 leagues. Carol, 8 leagues, 9 leagues, and 10 to 12 teams every night. We got 12 lanes, so yep, full. Summer's slower. Everybody's out at the lake and fishing and hunting and farming, and so summer's a lot slower.
Okay, cool. And so at the bowling alley, I feel like you probably have some pretty good stories. Like, first question, bowling balls.
Bowling balls.
What's the biggest bowling ball you carry?
The like weight wise.
Yeah, if I want to go there and I want the biggest ball possible, what am I throwing?
Well, there's regulations, right? So 16 pounds is the heaviest bowling ball they make.
Yeah.
You can't throw anything of it. That's too heavy. They've learned over time. 16 pounds too heavy. 15 pounds is what we want you to bowl.
Okay, you want them to
All
bowl
right.
on 15
Yeah,
pounds.
A lot of people use 15 pounds? Or?
Yep. Majority of like league bowlers are in the 14 to 15 pound range.
Okay.
Open plays more like 10, 12 when you're not really used to the bowling ball.
Yeah.
But yep.
So on your leagues, like what are some of the kind of leagues that you have? Like, you have a men's league? Is there?
Yep. So Sunday night we got a mixed league. It's 4-person teams. You can have any mixture of men or women. Have to be over 18. Monday night is a women's only league. We actually got a new team this year on that league.
Nice.
That's really hard to get. Tuesday night's kind of a mixed competitive league. Wednesdays we have a senior league. Wednesday night's kind of a
beer league.
a beer drinking
Yeah, I
kind
hear
of
they have
league.
some pretty special cards they play with too.
They're getting better at keeping them to their own table.
Are you like, this is a family establishment?
Come on,
darn it.
man!
And
Not
can you explain, because that's like a
1971.
weird bowling league thing that, like, for other people who don't necessarily play league, they have cards. How does that work? They do like poker or something, right?
It's like a poker game, yep. So every time you get a spare, you get 1 card. If you get a strike, you get 2 cards. If you get a double, you get 2 cards.
Yeah.
Or no, spare 1 card, strike 1 card, double 2 cards. And then from there, all the rules are kind of wonky, right? Sometimes you get to keep 7, you got to discard. Sometimes you can keep as many as you want.
And so then you like have a little side gambling pot or a side pot where like if you have the best poker hand.
I don't think that we're allowed to gamble
No,
for money.
a side
so,
pot. They're doing it for fun. That's what they're doing.
Gambling's illegal.
Absolutely.
For the love of that.
That's exactly what they're doing.
I've
love
never
of the
met
game.
anyone who bowled that was
Right.
into gambling. Never,
no.
ever. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna just ask some dumb questions.
Okay.
How accurate is Kingpin?
It is not.
That
is
Bill
not.
Murray, he's a hell of a bowler.
It is not, but I will tell you, every bowler, actual like legitimate career life bowlers, they love Kingpin because it brought people to bowling.
Oh, that's
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah. So what's your favorite bowling centered movie?
It's either Kingpin. Yeah, it's probably Kingpin. Yeah.
What about The Big Lebowski?
The Big Lebowski's great.
Do you think that's more accurate than Kingpin?
It is probably more accurate, but it's also more stereotypical, right? And
Oh yeah.
bowling struggles a bit with the stereotypes.
A lot of Walters.
Right, right. and bowling is not that anymore, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you ever watched these guys are athletes, the elite guys. Come and bowl 14 games a day for 6 days, and yeah, they're not all just a bunch of beer drinking.
But I feel like there's a few.
There are definitely
gotta be a
some,
couple.
yeah.
And you sell beer, so that's
Right.
good. You
We
want the
sell-
beer gutted guys too. There's a spot for everyone.
That is bowling. There's a spot for everyone.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's cool. Other things. So you are a Newton transplant. You guys
I
came
am.
here. What? I feel like I wrote the story. What was it? 5 years ago? 4 years ago?
22, June of 22.
Good night.
Yep. So 3
Wow.
years.
From the Pacific Northwest. Where
Yep.
are you out there?
Yep, we were living in Vancouver, Washington, when we moved down here, but we grew up in Oregon, just
Yeah.
west of Portland.
So how does Kansas compare? What was the big culture shock coming to Kansas?
Being called sir and ma'am all the time, probably.
Really?
Was the biggest
From everyone or younger people? or-
younger people. I mean, pretty much anybody.
Okay, cool.
Definitely the younger people. That is not a thing in the Northwest.
Okay.
You'd be lucky if they even look you in the face.
We're a polite state here in Kansas.
We're very polite, I guess.
Yeah, and when we first got here, like, people stopped in to say hi and see who we were and welcome us to town, and even if they weren't bowlers, or we heard you're new to town, we wanted to stop by and say hi. And
Did they give you a hard time about Taco Tuesday?
a lot. We still take phone calls over Taco Tuesday. We don't do tacos because we don't want to compete or be compared.
They do a good griddle burger. I like
Yes,
the
they
griddle
do.
burgers over
Yeah.
there. You got chicken strips. You got all kinds of stuff. A fryer.
is.
You get French fries, which is not common in Newton.
You should come try the new special. It's
what
a
do we got?
carnitas nachos. It's very good. We're selling a ton of them.
Okay, carnitas
we're on that one.
nachos.
Yeah.
We're on that. Other question I wanted to ask you, and maybe you've passed on a tip or two sometimes, but you are in like one of the greatest people watching locations of Newton. You were sitting.
Yeah.
You were sitting right by the truck stop. You were sitting by some of those hotels. Like, there's all kinds of life and different various activities going on.
Yep.
What? Did you ever come up with some good stories? You ever see? What's the weirdest thing you've seen going outside the bowling alley?
Well, I gotta be a little choosy about the weirdest thing, but we get this question all the time, like especially from like Newtonians. They're like, "Oh my gosh, you live next to the hotel," and the hotel isn't that bad.
No.
There's some odd stuff that goes on there occasionally.
And they seem like they have a nice little community. They've got a garden out there.
Yeah, the hotel is not bad at all.
Yeah.
And the guys that live there, right? We talk to them all the time, and I mean, I kind of think of them as kind of security for the bowling alley. 'Cause,
Okay.
I mean, they don't go anywhere. They just hang out there, and they don't hurt nothing. They're fine.
Okay.
Truck stop gets a little wonky. We get odd ducks that come rolling through town every once in a while, but for the most part, they just want to come in and get a burger and have a beer and go back and sleep in their truck. And sometimes they find watching bowling is entertaining, and they hang out and watch bowling because they have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
But no, we don't have any trouble over there in any way.
So in the bowling alley, like, what's the weirdest thing you ever saw? Is there like a hook bowler that uses a hook, like Captain Hook that hooks the hook?
Like an amputee has like a hook ball?
No, I thought like a pirate or something. I don't know.
But they actually make bowling balls with retractable handles, so that when you throw it, the
Not
handle
such a
pops
dumb
out.
question, Adam.
Interesting.
Probably the funniest thing I've probably ever seen is a guy, his hand, not here in Newton, but this was in Arizona, his hand stuck in the bowling ball, and it went through the ceiling tile
Oh my god.
and came out like 3 ceiling tiles over.
His hand?
No, the bowling ball.
I thought he was hooked onto it. I really did.
Or I thought he had like Kingpin. I thought he had a prosthetic hand.
No.
So okay, that's
Brought
pretty
the whole
funny.
ceiling
That's a
down,
pretty good
all
one.
the lanes.
Oh, that's a
They
great
had to
set, yeah.
stop bowling for like 5 hours while they cleaned up all the ceiling tiles.
So
and-
how often do people fall on their butts? Because like I've almost done
All
that
the
one
time.
time. Because like sometimes I would drink when I bowl and go past the
Sometimes
line.
you
You
would
hit the
drink when you
wax,
bowl.
and then it's embarrassing.
oil.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time. People fall all the time, right? And we warn them, hey, don't go across. Like birthday parties, we'd have a little spiel we do with the littler kids.
Oh,
and,
cool.
Hey, don't put your hand in the ball returns or you won't be able to count to 10. You got to stay this side of the foul line.
This is the worst birthday party ever. That's funny.
Yeah, but people fall all the time. And luckily, this wood,
No, yeah.
we haven't had to call 911 yet on anything.
That's pretty good. That's
That's good.
3 years.
It's very common for
Yeah.
bowling alleys. Somebody will realize they're falling and hold on to the bowling ball when
Yeah.
they go down and break wrists. And,
Oh gosh, yeah. Let go of the ball.
yeah, we haven't had none of that. Good.
Let go of the rope.
So Joey was like, "Well, you're gonna have Mitch on. You guys are just gonna make fun of me." So question about
Yeah,
Joey.
yeah.
How good of a bowler is he? Because once in a while we're at a bar and he'll be like, "Nah, I got this. It's been a good week." So like,
No, Joey's very good. He averages low 200s. He's very good. Average bowler in the United States that's a league bowler averages between 160 and 165. That means you
nice.
bowl
So
once a week.
So
and-
Joey Young, above
Yep,
average.
he's above average.
Above average.
Put that on your business card.
But all bowlers, right? Bowling is one of those things you have to do with repetition,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
The more bowling you do in frequency, I talked to Jeremy about this, right? The more you got to do it with frequency. You got to do it more and more often to be more and more consistent
Yeah.
with it.
And you're
that's the
like
trick.
you're like a Zen coach too. Like I've watched you when we've been at the alley where you'll just be like, "Well, if you do this," and then like someone just starts throwing strikes. Like you've got quite a bit of bowling experience yourself.
I do, yeah. I've been bowling for a long, long time. Yep, and I'm just kind of a keep it simple, stupid guy.
Yeah.
You can make things way too hard.
Yeah.
Right. My number one tip in bowling is point your
down the
belly
pins.
button at the pins.
Oh,
Right.
Okay, I like that.
That squares up your hips. It squares up your shoulders. Keeps your arms straight.
But don't lead with your belly button.
All
Right?
you
That would
got-
kind of be awkward.
All you got to do is keep the belly button forward.
Okay.
Just keep it forward.
Okay.
Yep.
And how'd you get into the bowling lifestyle?
When I was very young, my grandfather bowled all the time, and anything your grandpa's doing, you want to go
Yeah,
do. And
yeah.
So, yeah, when he'd go bowling, can I go? Right. And hooked.
Yeah. And it
Yeah,
hooked.
that's good.
Well, that's cool. And your whole family's here. You brought your whole family to Newton too,
Yep,
right?
yep. We had the whole family here. The middle son, him and the wife went back to be closer to her family, but we had them all down here, and he's off doing the family. He's getting married next
Oh
year.
my
so-
gosh, dang.
Well, that's exciting.
yeah.
Mazel
It is.
tov.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So now this isn't bowling, but
Yep.
UFOs. Ever had an experience with anything like that? Or
Well, you should. Why didn't you ask about Squatch?
Well,
It's
or
from
that.
the Pacific
Bigfoot or
Northwest.
UFOs.
I mean,
Either
it's,
one. You're
it's
from
the,
up there in
it's
that
the
area.
Northwest. So north of us, we had the Sasquatch Festival.
Oh, see?
And,
Yeah.
and south of us, we had the UFO Festival in McMinnville.
McMinnville.
Oh yeah,
UFO.
McMinnville. Yes. The
I,
UFO
I
festival.
shook George Norrie's hand one
Oh
time.
no! Seriously?
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. We're okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, man.
That
Well,
is fantastic.
Hey, we just we appreciate you coming out, being willing to
Yeah,
chat, shoot
this
the
was-
breeze. Anything else you want to talk about? You got anything coming up at the alley or stuff you
Yeah,
want to
what's
promote since
happening,
you
man?
gave
Fall-
up your work day?
Fall
for us?
leagues are starting.
Yeah.
We have openings in most leagues. We're pretty full, but we've got openings. So if anybody wants to bowl, don't feel like you have to know how to bowl. Come out, we'll help you. We've got little old ladies that average 80 and guys that average 230 bowling on the same teams together.
What about
right?
35-year-old guys that average 80?
Perfect. Do you like beer?
Yes,
We
I
got
do.
that too.
Okay, well that works.
Be all right. Okay.
Well, cool. Well, anyway, hey, thank you very
Thank
much.
you so
Yep.
much, man.
We're gonna see if I can
Hey,
manage
cheers,
the board.
everybody.
Cheers, and
Cheers,
everybody,
Kay.
be kind.
Be kind. Hit the-
Yeah.